I went to a theatre school and didn't really have any aspirations or hope to work in cinema, because it's a small industry in Australia, and I'm sort of a bit peculiar, and so I didn't think I was that girl.
A male rock star, a virgin queen, an upcoming lesbian.
Upcoming lesbian.
Carol, right? Price of Salt.
I always like to bite off more than... I mean, if I think I know how to do something, it tends to be not for me. I always, so Jasmine, for instance, is an incredibly complex role, beautifully constructed in the script by Woody, that I really did pick up the script and went, oh God, please don't screw this up. And I think then it makes you, try too hard sounds a bit sort of, a bit like I'm a prefect, but I don't mean that. I mean, it just means that you throw everything you've got at it in the hope that it works, and sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. I worked with Liv on Streetcar with Joel Edgerton as Stanley, and that was life-changing. I mean, I'm a huge admirer of Liv as an actress, but as a director, she's very emotionally charged, and she wanted that there from day one, so that was an incredible investment. Well, certainly the setup of the film, and a lot of the actors in the film had obviously worked in theatre, and even people who don't know Streetcar, it's such an American classic. And there is a great line in American drama, if you think about Mary Tyrone and Eugene O'Neill's Long Day's Journey into Night, of characters who walk that on the fine line between fantasy and reality, and Blanche is like that. And I think when you play those roles, like Richard II and Blanche Dubois and Hedda Gabler, I played all of those. You accrue this sort of emotional and psychological detritus. Not that you reference those characters, but it expands your awareness of what's possible. And so certainly the other actors and I talked about that, the setup. But where the film goes is it's not a southern a historical creation. It's a very contemporary film. And it's also seen through it's a Woody Allen film. And there's a very, very different rhythmic, poetic sensibility in Tennessee Williams' writing than there is in Woody Allen's writing.
Climate change. What would you say to climate change doubters in a single sentence?
It's scientifically proven. I've directed in the theatre, and if the right script came along, I'd have to be very passionate about it, because obviously I understand a theatrical rhythm, but it's the whole financing of the thing. Then you've got to shoot it, and then you've got to go through post, and then you've got to sell the thing. So it's from go to woe. It can be years. I stepped off stage on Saturday night in a production of Genet's The Maids, and I've loved it. I mean, it's also not only as an actor working in the theatre primarily for the last almost 6 years, but also producing other people's work, facilitating the development of new Australian writing and artists. It's been a great privilege to do that. And I went to a theatre school and didn't really have any aspirations or hope to work in cinema, because it's a small industry in Australia, and I'm sort of a bit peculiar, and so I didn't think I was that girl. And so it's been a pleasure and a surprise to have had a career in film. I guess I'm old enough to call it a career now.